Kia ora fam, this reading is for Taurus, Leo and Sagittarius. I've just been pulling on what signs to do, so if you're waiting for your sign, you're just gonna have to wait. I know I haven't been doing water signs, but I'm just trying to go with spirit and who needs encouragement on this particular day or whatever. We're just using our Aotearoa deck, which translates to prophecy in Yoruba by Aotearoa. What guidance and information do you have for Leo, Sag, and Taurus? Guidance and information do you have for Leo, Sag, and Taurus? We have 5 of Pentacles, Ipadanu loss. It is the one who lives in the house who knows where the roof leaks. Guidance and information do you have for Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, collective? 10 of Hearts, 10 of Water, Muset, fulfill, those at peace worked for it. Guidance and information do you have for Taurus, Sag, Leo? Four of Hearts, Isunu, boredom. You cannot blindfold a man and expect him to ferry across the river. Okay, so for some, you're really releasing, detaching from lack. Feelings of lack. And I feel like Source is really encouraging you all to heal and find what you feel like you're lacking within community, within the arms of others. So that really could be anything. It could be physical, it could be what you feel like you're lacking emotionally. And I'm seeing, like, regardless of what is playing out in your life or what you're feeling, even on a collective level, Source does still want you all to have hope and to continue to fight for peace. And maybe you'll be activating through the water element. So that's through fluidity, through being there for other people, through working together with other people to activate this peace within the heart space. And I feel like there's a door that's opening. I also want to say, like, these readings are not just, they can start with these energies start with ourselves in terms of like what we're reflecting on, but it should always go outward to community, to sharing our hearts with other people. I was just talking to my friend about this now. Sharing our hearts and our resources, whatever that is. You might not have money, but you still have your heart. We all have a heart and a soul, and we should all be connecting with community in some sense. I feel like maybe some of us are tempted to isolate ourselves, but that's not the answer. Guidance and information do you have for Taurus, Leo, and Sag? It's also a little bit of womb healing for some, so some of you will be healing trauma. I just heard apprehension and tension. Some of you may be releasing boredom or complacency or apathy with where you're at, or even where the world or the collective or community is at. I feel like Source is challenging these signs, these placements, to step out of comfort zone, step out of that sort of resistance, because when we try not to feel, it is resistance. We have Iwan, 2 of Pentacles, measure. Those who accomplish great things pay attention to the little ones. So you're really being encouraged to pay attention to the little bits of growth. Not everything is just going to happen overnight. we're not going to accumulate this healing within community, within the collective, even within ourselves and our own ancestral line through an overnight thing, you know. I feel like social media and this Aquarius age, when it comes to technology, can be harmful in the way of making us think things are instant, or instant gratification, I'm hearing, but some of us need to release that kind of idea that we have. Yeah, especially when it comes to success. 6 of Wands, Idanemu, recognition. The words of the wise become sweet the day after. So I'm seeing like there might be things that resonate or that might take a while to heal, and the success that we're looking for is with each other. You know, the indigenous way of doing things doesn't matter where you're from. Everywhere, the indigenous way of doing things is doing things together. So there might be some things that someone has said to you, or that you've like consumed wherever this information is from, that is kind of manifesting itself in your energy now, in your energy field now. And I feel like I'm just going to keep saying us, for us to activate this healing and this fulfillment that we want to see and to step through this new door, it is work. And I think Source has been reminding us that through the collective readings, that there is work that we're going to have to do. There are things that we're going to have to cut out, reconsider, restore, and put ourselves in certain positions where we're going to have to let go of certain things. Releasing lack mentality doesn't necessarily mean that we are toxically positive, where we're like, negative things are happening and we're just like, oh no, haha. Like, that's not the reality. The reality is, yes, negative things happen and will happen for the rest of our lives, you know, but I think Source is wanting us to continue, even when negative things happen, to continue to be grateful for the small things that we achieve, the small things that we have. Yeah. What guidance and affirmation do you have for Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius this time? Yeah, we have Ure, the sun. The sun never sets without fresh news. And Idiwo, 2 of Swords, Impasse. If you throw a stone above your head, it will only come back down and hit your head. So it's a decision for us to be positive, and I'm seeing and saying that it's important for us to remember that the sun never sets without fresh news. There's always something positive to acknowledge, whatever that may be, however small it is. I see some of us maybe are a bit indecisive or in two minds a little bit. But we have King of Love at the base of the deck. Obaife. What the eye has seen, the heart never forgets. Some of us might need to go back into positive memories to help us, or just to come back into, or something positive that we can hold on to is the like abundance within our heart space, the abundance within our soul, and the abundance within love itself. You know, a lot of the things that are happening around and in the collective are very tiring, are very heartbreaking and heart-wrenching, and can make it easy for us to feel like we want to give up with our mahi or whatever that is, whether it's the mahi that we're doing on ourselves or within community. But I'm seeing like it's a choice for us to do that. I'm also seeing this as a bit of blind faith, so we might not be seeing the results that we want to see, but Source is encouraging us to be positive regardless and expect the sun to come out in certain ways or areas in our life Obaina, King of Fire, Together We Are Rock. Yeah, this is about unity. This is about leadership. Some of us are being called to step further into leadership, a confidence in the ways in which we lead ourselves, in community, in our lives, our whānau, even our healing. And we're not alone in doing this mahi as well. Some of us, yeah, you might feel isolated, but you could also be isolating yourself further by going along with that feeling. Isakuso, control, Four of Pentacles. The miserly man is like a fattened ox. He will give of his fat only when he is deprived of his life. So this talks about control, us holding on to control. The positive thing about this does talk about stability in the material sense that is accessible for us. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Fires on the base of the deck. Eru, burden. The same sun that melts the wax hardens the clay. So there's always going to be the shadow and the light, so to speak, and that harmony within existence. I don't know if I believe that it always needs to look like what it looks like in the collective, but there is always the shadow and the light, you know, positive and negative charge. So some of you'll need to release control. I just heard mismanaging. I don't know like how that could be. But some of y'all are just not in the greatest energy and need to release being overly attached to certain things, ways of life. Yeah. Three of Hearts, Three of Pentacles, or rare friendship. In good times, friends know you. In bad times, you know them. And Igbe team, when the thread unites, they can tie the lion. So this is a time for us to figure out who is on our team, who we share the same values with, who we connect with, who we can work with. And this will be people that we share the same, values like heart. Also, I'm hearing capacity to love. So be around those that have the same capacity to love as you, and know how to feed you positivity, where you can feed that positivity back. Even if you are feeling a bit apathetic or at a loss at this current time, even when we don't have something physically, the people around us can be our strength. And I also want to say here as well, like, our spirit team is also our friends. So if you feel like you don't have people around you at this time, call on your ancestors, call on your spirit team, whatever that looks like, feels like for you, and bask in that friendship and that light. Maybe working with the sun is important. So if you do ritual and prayer, doing it in the daytime. Also, water is important as well. So water cleansing, going for a swim, when you're in the shower, visualizing protective energy flowing over you and those that you love. Having spiritual baths as well. We also offer those if you're in Tamaki Makaurau and you need help with a spiritual bath to cleanse your energy. Please email or DM us. Guidance and information. Do you have... Okay, we have Sun Flow, Eight of Fire. If you cut your chains, you free yourself. And Ijoyena, Prince of Fire. Respect begets respect. Yeah, so that's going to help our flow of energy. Keep your communication open. Make sure you're speaking to people, sharing your ideas. I think it's up to us, depending on your situation, but it's up to us to determine how we can feel on the day-to-day, regardless of what is going on around us or within us in our lives or whatever. We have Suru at the base of the deck too. Temperance, Sagittarius, patience, The heart of the wise man lies quiet like limpid water. So some of us need some stillness. Yeah, some of you are really needing some cleansing with water or air. So that could also be used doing a burn, like going outside, lighting your herbs, your dried herbs, and just cleansing yourself, cleansing your energy to keep the flow of energy moving through you. And also encouragement. Be open to receiving encouragement from others, and also encouraging others that need it at this time.